Hey guys, and today I'm going to review Kveikur by Sigur Ros. So, before this came out, this was my most anticipated album of the year, and now it's probably the new Arcade Fire album, but this was like, I was so excited for this release. Now, first of all, when Brennistein first came out, which was like in late March or something, I actually went to see them live like a couple days after when Brennistein came out, and it was like they played Brennistein, and oh my gosh, just the sound of that song alone is just really, really cool for the band, and just because of the stuff they've done in the past, it's really cool to see them go kind of industrial maybe, and really kind of embrace a heavier and more aggressive sound. They've said themselves on their website and stuff that they are going for a more aggressive approach on this, and that's evident throughout this because like every song except for the closing track has percussion in it. When Valtari last year, which was great by the way, great album, but it only had percussion in 3 tracks, like legitimate drums, you know? And only one of the tracks, the drums were actually sort of prominent. The other 2 tracks, they're really pushed back into the background. So, I feel good for Ori because he gets to play drums again in this, but, and by the way, on that subject, the drum beats in this record are insane. I mean, especially on the title track, Kveikur, that is probably, like, one of the coolest drum rhythms I've heard in a long time, and it's just really addictive. So, I want to point out that due to the kind of, I don't know, I guess I want to say promotion that they did for this album, I was really expecting a very dark album. That's definitely what I was expecting. I didn't necessarily get that. We got 2 main really dark tracks, which are Brennistein and Kveikur. I mean, Var is dark, but it's not like heavy, you know? So I was thinking they were going for this heavy, aggressive, and especially dark sound. So, just in short, Brennistein and Kveikur are the only dark, heavy songs on the record. While the rest are very, very rhythm-oriented, but the rest really reflect more of a pop kind of background, if you will. It's still kind of weird to say that, because songs like Harafantina, track 2, I mean, I still think that track is dark, but that's more of a mix. But Brennistein and Kveikur are the only real dark tracks on there. Although the second to last song, which is probably the only one I can't pronounce, is reasonably dark. And it has a nice little synth kind of really smooth outro that's kind of quiet and kind of reminds you of a more dark Valtari vibe, you know? So, in their discography, this stands as one of my favorites. I just want to say that Agatis Burun is my top favorite from them. Kveikur comes in second for me, and then Valtari is my third favorite. Those are my top 3 albums from this band, and I'm feeling a good 94% for this record. I mean, it's super, super good, and I think it stands really well in their discography, especially when Kjartan left the band last year. It was kind of a strange feeling to think about what the band were going to do next, because Kjartan was such a main like influence on the more classical stuff, I guess, because he's the only like musically trained member of the band, so he had a lot of influence and work in the band's more like orchestral oriented stuff, if you will. But this was a really great direction for them to go to as a trio. So guys, that's my review of Kveikur. Let me know what you think. And one last thing, track picks. I want to say all of them, but if I had to pick tracks, it'd definitely be Harafantina, Brennistein, Kveikur, and Yiferborg.